What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today in this video we'll be doing complex numbers in an Argand diagram. So we have this question underneath here which requires us to sketch an Argand diagram and also calculate the value of modulus and argument of this complex number. So before you start, how about you pause this video, try to sketch the Argand diagram and also find the values, and let's compare your answer with the answer that we're gonna get at the end of this video. Now before I start solving this, I'd just like to say thank you very much guys for watching, subscribing to the channel, commenting, and not forgetting those who like the videos. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to hit the bell notification. So guys, let's start solving this here. As you can see, Z1 is our complex number. It consists of -5 plus 3i. As you can see, this -5 here is a real part of the complex number, and we know that the real part on the Cartesian plane it's actually represented by x, and in the imaginary part on the Cartesian plane it's represented by y. So we need to draw our Cartesian plane in order for us to able to draw the Argand diagram. So before I do that though, I know that some of you don't understand where this is coming from. Just in case you don't, there is a video on the description where I explain the introduction of plotting the Argand diagram. So go and watch that video before you continue with this one. Also, that video will pop up on the top right of this video. Alright guys, so let's continue. Let's draw our Cartesian plane. Right, so as you can see, this is our Cartesian plane. So our Cartesian plane has the y-axis, which also is the imaginary axis, and also it has the x-axis, which represents the real number of the complex number, and then this is going to be positive side, and that is going to also be positive side, negative and negative. Right, so this is our origin. So when you look at this, let's look at our complex number here. -5 is on our x-axis, but on our left hand side. So let me just put it here, -5. There we go. And then we have positive 3i. That is going to be on our y-axis, but on the top of the y-axis. So let's put it somewhere here. So let's say this is positive 3. So you draw a fainted line here like that, and another fainted line there like that. Wherever this line meet, this is going to be our point. Then from here you draw a line from origin to our point there. There we go. So from here guys, you draw a line which is parallel to the y. Right, so as you can see, this is our right angle triangle. Now guys, this is how you draw the Argand diagram. Now the modulus and the argument. So let's start. What is the modulus? What is an argument? Like I said, that video that I mentioned earlier, it does explain these two, but I'm just gonna try to explain them here. So the modulus is the radius of this right angle triangle, or the hypotenuse, and then the argument is actually the angle of this triangle. So let's try to calculate them. Remember, when we calculate for the radius, aka the modulus in this, we're gonna use the Pythagoras theorem. If you still remember, r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. Right, so we need to find r. So if we find r, we have to put everything under the square root. We have x squared plus y squared. There we go. So from here we substitute. So r is equal to, wherever there is x, we're going to substitute with the x value from the complex number. So we have -5. So it's going to be open bracket -5 squared plus open bracket, what is our y, which is going to be 3. It's going to be 3 and then squared, and then r is going to be the square root of 34. So this guys is the same as our modulus, just in case you do not know. So we already find the value of the modulus. Now how about we find the value of the argument? Now the value of the argument is the theta that you are looking for here, to be honest guys. So what you must do here, you can use trigonometric ratios to get the value of the argument. but I would advise you to use the tan other than the other two. Tan theta is going to help you guys to get the correct answer, because if you use cos or sine, it will depend on your first answer here. Rather use tan because it depends on the values that is given to you in a complex number there. So let's look at our theta. So we say tan theta. So theta, we know that is opposite over adjacent, right? So what is the opposite of this theta here, this side here? We know that this side is going to be 3. So if we continue, we write tan theta. This is going to be 3. And then what is our adjacent? This is going to be negative 5. There we go. Then from there we say arctan. So theta is equaling to arctan. This is how you write arctan, by the way. Then you write 3 over negative 5. Right. So from here, what do we get here? Our angle here is going to be negative 30,694 degrees. Guys, the reason why it's negative is because it's moving from this side going to the other side. Remember, we are looking for this angle. So from this to that will be negative 30. All right, just in case they ask you to calculate the positive argument, then you look at the quadrant where this is happening. We know that when the real number is negative and the imaginary number is positive, this is going to happen on the second quadrant. Now you can say, just in case they're looking for positive arg, let me just write arg. So here's how you're gonna do it. You're just gonna say 180 minus 30,694. So the answer that you're gonna get here, guys, is gonna be 149,036 degrees. Guys, only when they say find the positive argument, you're gonna do this. Some of you may ask, why are we subtracting 180 with this one here? It's because this is how we represent this quadrant here, 180 minus theta. So this is going to act as a reference. But then it depends, guys. If they don't say find the positive argument, this is the correct answer. But if they say find a positive argument, this one is the correct answer. I hope this will help you to understand, guys. I know it can be confusing and a little bit of challenging. So I hope this helps you to understand. Just in case you didn't understand, you can just go back to the point where you didn't understand, rewatch the video, and also you can ask on the comment section wherever you didn't understand. But then if this video helped you to understand how to find the modulus and the argument, don't forget to like the video, share the video, and also if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. At the end of this video, there will be a playlist of all the questions that has to do with Argand diagram. Thank you. Until next time, cheers.